Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered what happened to that dreamy child you once were? Imagine if that child showed up at your door today, disappointed with the adults you've become. This impossible encounter is the heart of the kid and will force you to question everything about your own life. Get ready for a journey through time that may change your perspective forever. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated. Comment on the content you want to see on the channel and share this video to help us grow. That helps us a lot. Released in the year 2000, the cinematic work The Kid introduces us to Russ Duritz, a highly successful image consultant. Played by Bruce Willis, the protagonist is a man about to turn 40 who lives a life of material wealth but deep emotional poverty. He is cynical, arrogant, and struggles to maintain genuine relationships, whether with his assistant Janet or his colleague Amy. His routine is perfectly orchestrated yet empty, devoid of any spontaneous joy or true affection. The meticulously controlled life of the image consultant takes a complete turn when a series of strange events begins to occur. He sees a red toy plane that seems to chase him and has hallucinations. The mystery deepens until the fateful encounter. In his own home, he comes face to face with an 8-year-old boy, a somewhat chubby kid with a peculiar manner. To his shock and horror, Russ discovers that this boy is none other than himself as a child. This young visitor named Rusty is the embodiment of everything the adult protagonist tried to suppress and forget. Rusty is an idealistic dreamer who wishes to be a pilot and have a dog named Chester. He is completely shocked to learn that his future is a bitter man with no wife, no dog, and no passion for flying. The dynamic between the two is the central point of the narrative. Russ tries at all costs to get rid of the boy, while Rusty, with his childlike innocence, begins to break the barriers the adult built around himself. All the subsequent encounters force the main character to revisit his past. In a desperate attempt to understand why Rusty appeared, he takes the boy to places from his childhood. They go to an old diner where Rusty's simple joy in drinking a milkshake strongly contrasts with Russ's cynicism. This journey through memory is not only geographic but deeply emotional. The participation of other characters is crucial for development. Amy, played by Emily Mortimer, represents a chance for genuine connection that Russ constantly sabotages. She sees glimpses of a better person behind his arrogant facade, and Rusty's presence indirectly brings her closer to the truth about the man. The assistant Janet also plays an important role, offering practical support and an external perspective on the strange situation her boss is experiencing. The climax of the journey of self-discovery happens when they finally uncover the repressed memory that defined Russ's fate. The memory takes them back to a specific day in 1968. On that day, Rusty got into a school fight to defend a classmate who stuttered. He won the fight, but when he got home, his father, worried about the possibility of retaliation and more violence, severely scolded him. That moment was a turning point. Young Rusty interpreted his father's reaction as a message that winning and being strong was not enough, and that showing emotion or vulnerability was a weakness to be eliminated. It was then that he unconsciously decided to shut himself off from the world, becoming the cold and calculating adult we meet at the beginning of the film. The confrontation with this painful truth is what finally allows Russ to understand himself and forgive both his father and the child he once was. With the memory faced and the trauma understood, Rusty's mission is complete. The boy brought to the surface the wound that needed healing so that his older self could move on in a fuller, happier way. The farewell between the two is emotional, marking Russ's acceptance of all parts of himself, including the dreamy child he had long abandoned. The film doesn't end there. In a final and surprising appearance, we are introduced to a future version of Russ Duritz. In a scene at the airport, we see an older man who is a pilot, happily married to Amy, and the owner of a dog named Chester barking joyfully. This final meeting shows that by making peace with his past, the protagonist not only changed his present, but also rewrote his future to align with the dreams of his childhood. The narrative comes full circle, showing that the journey was worth it. The work explores in a sensitive way, with touches of comedy, the idea that it's never too late to confront our inner demons and reconnect with our essence. The appearances and encounters throughout the film serve as catalysts for deep personal transformation. The Kid reminds us that the experiences that shape us in childhood echo throughout our adult life, and that healing often lies in looking back with compassion and understanding. So, is the kid really worth it? Russ Duritz's journey to reconnect with his younger self is a powerful story about forgiveness and self-discovery. What do you think your 8-year-old version would think of the person you are today? Leave your honest opinion in the comments below. We want to know what you think about this cinematic work and if it touched you in any way. Don't forget to leave your like to support our work and share this video with that friend who needs a good movie recommendation. Your interaction is essential for the channel to keep bringing analyses like this. Thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret.